Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. Rumor has it that the NFL world is buzzing with a story that could reshape the landscape of professional football for years to come. Sources whisper that Justin Jefferson, the electrifying wide receiver who has dazzled crowds with his uncanny ability to make defenders look foolish, may be packing his bags in Minnesota. The Vikings, long thought to be the ultimate home for Jefferson's talent, could soon see him in a completely different uniform. Imagine the sheer shockwaves among fans and analysts alike as speculation mounts that the Dallas Cowboys, a franchise with a storied history and a hunger for offensive dominance, might be the next stage for his brilliance. The streets of sports media are aflame with possibilities, as every tweet, every insider tip, and every vague social media post is dissected with the precision of a detective. If this rumor has any truth to it, we could be witnessing one of the most significant shifts in recent NFL history. Analysts and fans are already theorizing how Jefferson's skill set could redefine the Cowboys' offensive schemes, turning what was already a formidable attack into an almost unstoppable force. The idea that Jefferson could become a number one weapon for Dallas has pundits speculating wildly about the potential synergy with the team's quarterback. Fans are imagining the explosive connection on every down, every drive, every critical moment, where defenses are left scrambling to cover a receiver whose route running is poetry and whose hands seem magnetically drawn to the football. Discussions are rampant about how his presence could open up the field, giving running backs more room and quarterbacks more confidence in taking risks downfield. The Cowboys coaching staff, if whispers hold weight, might already be planning how to tailor offensive plays around Jefferson, making him the centerpiece of a strategy that could intimidate any opponent. Social media platforms are flooded with hypothetical scenarios, mock highlight reels, and passionate debates over how the arrival of Jefferson could tilt the balance of power in the league. Even rival teams are reportedly keeping a close eye on these developments, with defensive coordinators reimagining their game plans to counteract a potential Jefferson-led offensive explosion. This rumor alone is enough to have the entire NFL ecosystem buzzing with excitement, anxiety, and relentless speculation. Industry insiders hint that this potential move isn't just about football talent. It's about branding, marketability, and media spectacle. Jefferson's move to Dallas, if confirmed, could create waves far beyond the gridiron. Jerseys would fly off shelves, ticket demand would skyrocket, and social media chatter would reach fever pitch, transforming every game into a must-watch event for casual fans and diehards alike. Rumors suggest that team executives see Jefferson not just as a player, but as a catalyst capable of propelling the franchise to national prominence, dominating headlines and merchandise sales. Analysts are speculating that the Cowboys front office might be leveraging this potential acquisition to send a message that they are committed to championship contention and are willing to make bold, headline-grabbing moves to achieve it. The ripple effects would extend to broadcast networks, sports talk shows, and even fantasy football landscapes, where Jefferson's projected performance could upend rankings and strategies across the country. As whispers grow louder, one thing becomes clear. The football world is perched on the edge of anticipation, waiting to see if this tantalizing scenario will materialize into reality, forever altering the narrative of both Minnesota and Dallas. Whispers in locker rooms and stadium corridors hint at a cultural shift as well, where Jefferson's arrival in Dallas could influence team dynamics in unprecedented ways. Teammates, both current and future, might find themselves inspired, challenged, or even threatened by the infusion of such extraordinary talent. Coaches are rumored to be discussing how Jefferson's presence might affect practice routines, player rotations, and the overall energy of the squad. Stories are circulating that veterans within the Cowboys organization are excited by the prospect of mentoring a player of Jefferson's caliber, while simultaneously envisioning the tactical advantage of having a receiver capable of redefining defensive coverages. Even fans are not merely passive observers in this narrative. They're active participants, speculating on which existing players might thrive with Jefferson on the roster, which matchups will become must-see events, and how the team culture could evolve around this star talent. The rumor alone has sparked a frenzy of engagement across online communities, podcasts, and sports panels, creating a digital echo chamber of excitement, anticipation, and unrestrained speculation that only fuels the story further. Financial implications are another thread being tugged at in this swirling narrative. Analysts are buzzing about salary cap maneuvering, potential trades, and how Jefferson's contract could be structured to align with both his value and the team's long-term strategy. Speculation is rampant about how this acquisition, if it occurs, could affect the contracts of other key players, creating a domino effect that reverberates through the entire roster. Some insiders hint at complex negotiations behind closed doors, suggesting that the Cowboys management might be pulling every lever possible to make the deal happen without compromising team stability. Meanwhile, fantasy football enthusiasts are already projecting Jefferson's impact on points, touchdowns, and yardage, creating mock drafts and heated debates about roster adjustments. The ripple effects of this potential move reach into every corner of the football world, from coaching strategy sessions to sports betting markets, each ripple adding fuel to a fire that shows no signs of dying down. The story has all the hallmarks of a high-stakes drama: talent, ambition, strategy, and the tantalizing possibility of a monumental shift in the NFL's balance of power. The personal element of Jefferson's potential move adds yet another layer to the story. Fans and insiders alike are speculating about what motivates a player of his skill, ambition, and charisma to consider a shift to a new city, new team, and new system. Some suggest the allure of Dallas as a football mecca, the opportunity to become the centerpiece of a historic franchise, and the chance to compete on a national stage as irresistible factors. Others whisper about relationships within locker rooms, coaching philosophies, and long-term championship aspirations shaping his decisions. Social media is flooded with conjecture, personal anecdotes, and even playful memes imagining Jefferson's life in Dallas, from his daily routines to his interactions with teammates and fans. Every nugget of information, every cryptic social media post, every comment from sources close to the situation is magnified and analyzed, feeding into a narrative that grows more intricate and compelling with each passing hour. The rumor has transcended mere speculation. It has become a story about ambition, talent, and the magnetic pull of one of football's brightest stars potentially finding a new home. As the rumor continues to swirl, speculation about the tactical transformation Jefferson could bring to Dallas has become feverish. Analysts and fans alike are imagining a completely reimagined offensive playbook, one built around his speed, precision, and uncanny ability to create separation. Every route, every adjustment, every audible at the line of scrimmage could be recalibrated to maximize his impact. Coaches are rumored to be mapping out intricate combinations that leverage Jefferson's agility to stretch defenses horizontally and vertically, forcing opponents into difficult choices and potential mistakes. The potential synergy with existing stars in the Cowboys lineup is the subject of relentless debate, with theorists envisioning perfectly timed throws, strategic misdirections, and a level of unpredictability that could redefine how the team approaches every game. Social media is awash with fan-made graphics showing hypothetical plays, highlight reels stitched together from past games, and endless discussions about the matchups that could become instant classics. The football world seems to be holding its collective breath, waiting to see if this talent infusion will come to fruition, and if it does, how the ripples will extend far beyond a single season, creating an offensive juggernaut that other teams might spend years trying to counter. Whispers are also intensifying around the chemistry between Jefferson and the Cowboys quarterback, a relationship that could become legendary if the move happens. Analysts speculate endlessly about how trust, timing, and intuition on the field could be amplified by such a connection, creating moments that leave stadiums in stunned silence or erupting into frenzied applause. Every fan seems to have their own vision of Jefferson weaving through defenders, catching passes in impossible spaces and turning ordinary drives into highlight-worthy spectacles. Sports media is reporting on supposed insider information suggesting that private workouts, film sessions, and early season planning may already be hinting at this eventual partnership. The potential for a dynamic duo capable of rewriting offensive statistics is tantalizing, and rumors suggest that the quarterback himself may already be dreaming about the freedom and explosive potential Jefferson could provide. Coaches, commentators, and even rival teams are reportedly adjusting their mental checklists in preparation, highlighting the far-reaching impact that a single player's arrival could have on the competitive landscape. The sheer scale of possibilities has everyone questioning, how does one even defend against a team with Jefferson at the center of its attack? Off-field speculation adds yet another layer of intrigue, as social media and fan forums light up with debates about Jefferson's lifestyle, endorsements, and cultural impact. Rumors suggest that Dallas could become a hub not just for football excellence, but for marketing and media spectacle surrounding Jefferson's persona. Analysts are theorizing how his move could shift fan engagement, merchandise sales, and even influence how young athletes perceive the NFL landscape. Every cryptic Instagram story, every subtle hint from agents, and every public appearance becomes a potential clue in this unfolding saga. Speculation is rampant about which existing Cowboys players might thrive in this new environment and how team dynamics could evolve around a superstar presence. Fans are imagining everything from locker room camaraderie to press conference interactions, fueling a narrative that is part sport, part drama, and entirely captivating. The digital echo of these whispers has become its own phenomenon, with viral clips, memes, and endless commentary reinforcing the sense that Jefferson's potential move is more than just a rumor. It is a cultural moment waiting to happen. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Financial and managerial angles are also under intense scrutiny, as insiders hint at salary cap maneuvers, strategic trades, and behind-the-scenes negotiations that could make this acquisition possible. Rumors suggest that executives may be orchestrating a delicate balancing act, ensuring that Jefferson's arrival maximizes on-field performance without destabilizing existing contracts or team cohesion. Speculation about potential trade packages, draft picks, and creative contract structures is rampant, creating an atmosphere where every decision feels monumental. Analysts are dissecting these possibilities with mathematical precision, exploring every hypothetical scenario and projecting its ripple effects across seasons. Fantasy football communities are also ablaze, debating Jefferson's projected stats and how his move could upend rankings nationwide. The narrative is no longer confined to Minnesota or Dallas. It stretches across the entire football ecosystem, influencing strategies, betting markets, media narratives, and even fan psychology. In the midst of it all, Jefferson's rumored transfer represents not just a player changing teams, but a strategic chess move with consequences that could resonate far beyond the stadium lights. The emotional element of this story is equally compelling, as fans speculate about Jefferson's mindset, ambitions, and motivations. Whispers suggest that personal goals, championship dreams, and the allure of joining a storied franchise are factors influencing his potential decision. Every public comment, cryptic social media post, and offhand remark is magnified, dissected, and turned into a piece of the puzzle. Fan communities are engaging in passionate debates about loyalty, opportunity, and the implications for both Minnesota and Dallas supporters. Stories circulate about how Jefferson's personality could mesh with the team's culture, leadership style, and locker room energy, creating a narrative rich in human drama alongside athletic spectacle. The rumor has transcended the realm of sports reporting, It has become a collective imagination exercise, a game played by millions of fans envisioning the impact of a single superstar. The anticipation is palpable, with each new piece of information, or even intentional ambiguity, fanning the flames of excitement, speculation, and debate. Finally, the overarching narrative is that Jefferson's potential move could reshape not only the Cowboys' offense, but the entire NFL landscape. Rumors continue to suggest that rival teams are revising defensive schemes, front offices are reassessing player acquisitions, and commentators are preparing for a media storm that could dominate headlines for months. Fans, analysts, and insiders alike are caught up in the thrill of what might happen, the endless possibilities of game-changing plays, and the sheer spectacle of witnessing football history in the making. The storyline is no longer just about statistics or games won. It is about ambition, talent, strategy, and the magnetic allure of a superstar finding a new home. If this rumor comes true, it will mark a turning point, a moment when speculation became reality and a single player transformed the trajectory of a franchise. Until confirmation arrives, the football world remains in suspense, caught between hope, excitement, and the irresistible pull of imagining just how dominant Jefferson could be in the heart of Dallas offense. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.